goodness, great morning, everyone. Oh, well, last evening I asked, what is the most important thing to focus on right now? Okay. As I see a lot of people, and well, is he going to be punished? When is this going to happen? You know, all of that type of thing. And so what I got is, yes, people are feeling debilitated, a lot of discomfort, a lot of worry for what's coming, okay? So I understand everybody's frustrated. What I got with the film noir is night and the city. People are just feeling, again, like you're in perpetual night. And that things are not going to change. And again, well, when is he going to be punished? When is this? When is that? I wish people would quit asking me when, because I am not a clock. I cannot give you a when. I can only give you what I read in the moment. And again, what I got was people are feeling debilitated, discomfort, and we are going to go through a difficult time now. No ifs, ands, or buts. The dark night of the soul for the country, okay? But what it says, we need to center your balance. Really need to stay balanced, stay centered so you can assist others, okay? Because we are all in this together. And the other thing I got, we need to ride the wave, okay? Don't get distracted and don't go into this, I want retribution, then you're buying into his mentality. I want retribution. I want to make sure that he is, that he gets his just punishment. Rather, we should be focusing on triumph, getting through this time, staying centered, staying balanced, staying grounded, riding the wave, okay? And looking toward the point that, yes, we are going to get through this, okay? We will make it through this, and we need to, like it says, ride the wave. Choose joy when you can. Yes, we're all very disturbed by what we're seeing, that he's doing all he can to attempt to control the country, okay? Doing all he can to try to control the country, to become a dictator, okay? So while we're doing this, I think I'm going to pull cards as well and just see what they say when it comes to this topic about him trying to, take over the control of the country. He's got to have all loyalists in there, okay? Because he cannot trust anybody. But we've got a destiny, okay? So again, the path forward is about a destiny. The sheep, okay? So this, we've got a destiny with this. We're going to have to see what happens. I'll pull the Normand and then I'll pull Tarot and just see what it says about this. So the center of it is about the stories he's trying to put out there. Okay. What's crossing it is the law, knowledge, law. Okay. The knowledge and law. We have a whole bouquet of stuff coming up, lots of different elements. And the difficult time, okay? He's going to have more difficulty with this than he knows. There are lots of lawsuits for the things, cutting, cutting his storyline. A lot of law. Above it is the law. Crossing it is the law. Short-term success. He may have some short-term success cutting some programs, etc. when it comes to the people. Possibly his DEI things, etc. But above it, we have anchoring in. When it comes to anchoring in cuts, etc., and ability to control, it's going to be short term. Okay? The craftiness. When it comes to the craftiness and the people, for the long term. Okay, for the long term. So short-term success with it. When he tries to implement these things against women, against minorities, you know, that type of thing is what it's looking like. But let me get the tarot, and let's see what the tarot has to say when it comes to him attempting to railroad and control everything. Okay. So somebody was saying in your film noir, don't you have any positive cards in there? Well, destiny is positive, you know, destiny. This is playing out. And like it says, you know, once we get through this time, it's showing that dark underbelly, and then we will come in and make lots of new laws, make changes so this can never happen again. And they will be so happy to see Democrats in power again once we get through this. The midterms come up, like I said before, they'll never vote for another Republican at the end of this, okay? Republicans need to stand up, okay? Because if they continue to support the Magatonians and this extremism, then they will never get voted in again. They will be so happy to get Democrats in. They'll be singing their praises. So let's see, coming into this, the readings about new actions. New actions. When it comes to the burden being felt, the burden being carried, just too much. You know, he's trying to do too many new actions at once, okay? Putting so much out there, and there's going to be agreements. Agreements when it comes to these new burdensome actions coming in. So people are going to start banding together when it comes and they see all the stuff he's trying to put out there at once, okay? You know, it's that same thing. You know, people are scattered and divided until you have a common enemy, and then people pull together, okay? So the energy coming into it is about the harvest, okay? So I never noticed there's a little dog there, okay? About the harvest, the things we see coming into the daily life, about the messages, about the actions, very burdened about the actions, messages that are coming out, and his desires, okay? So about the desires, about the harvest, okay? People are in agreement, what we want, what we don't want. Okay, now this is the wheel. The karmic wheel is turning when it comes to this. That's what's happening now. Even as we speak, the wheel is turning on him. Destiny, okay, is coming when it comes to Trump, okay? When it comes to Trump, the messages he's putting out, the burdens he's trying to put out on people, okay? And when it comes to the truth, holding on to the truth in the world, bringing that out when it comes to Trump and the things he's trying to do. The challenges, the messages he's trying to bring out about you know, how he's working with these ones like Musk, etc., about Musk coming out and getting all this information on people, trying to control the monetary system. Yeah, about who's in control. Who's in control when it comes to Trump, the messages of action. Okay, so that's the challenge when it comes to instigating his dark agenda, his dark, again, the people he's trying to put into power. There's an agreement when it comes to the desires of external truth, bringing this to light about his dark government that he's trying to instigate. The outcome is his moon madness. We always get this. Every single time I do a reading about him anymore, the lunacy card comes up. The dark things, the things he's trying to do by dark of night, the spin, the egregiousness. So the new action when it comes to the harvest, there is the wheel turning when it comes to the messages he's putting out and his craziness. Things are going to continue to move. Okay, things are going to move. And he's going to be out in the cold. Okay, when it comes to this agreement with the desires, the truth is coming out about his dark agenda, the dark political people he's trying to put in, and they will be out in the cold, lacking, wanting, okay? Because with him, it's all about money. It's all about trying to control this, okay? So underneath of it all, first thing we have out is the cup. What are we going to fill it with? We have that empty cup, starting new things, and it's about the choices we make, the path we walk, okay? About the messages, what we're being fed, the emotional messages that are being brought out, about what's being given, the payouts, and these feelings of loss, okay? The emotional thing coming out, again, it's tightening the belts, okay? Tightening the belts. Trying to conserve money. This path, we have to walk a path of temperance now. We're going to have to tighten our belts for a time. When it comes to the messages being heard, people are having sleepless nights about it. Okay? A lot of concern, nightmares, sleepless nights, judgments coming out about what he's putting out there, what's being given and not being given. And when it comes to the feeling of loss, we're having to navigate these things, understand what's there, the mental things, and continue to navigate through it to a better place. When it comes to holding on, tightening our belts, conserving, it's going to be difficult. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, we're going to continue to fight. Maybe people are feeling a bit depleted. And when it comes to the path of temperance, we're going to be looking at, again, those of wealth and power that are trying to skew things. Need to walk away, distance yourself from the nightmare scenario that you may be constructing. When you hear these egregious things he's putting out, the judgment about what's being given, hold on to what you have. Hold on to the things you have in the world. And when it comes to loss and going forward, we will have a victory, okay? So it's again, like the other card said, coming into it, we need to ride the wave. We need to stay balanced. Going forward, we need to keep our eyes on a victory that is going to come. When it comes to this leadership or him trying to be king, trying to be emperor, there will be justice. Okay? And they are working on that, moving forward to truth. There will be the pushback and new information coming out. And this is going to be going across the world. Okay. Now, I think a lot of these different countries are going to do a lot of pushback with Trump. And so get ready to tighten your belt, you know, and we can make it through, but it's good. I hope they do really a lot of pushback on him, and he finds out he cannot just railroad people. He cannot run over the top of people. As much as he wants to try to control everything, because that's what it is about him. Nobody can say anything. You know, he's going to get revenge. He's going to come after. He's going to, you know, because he can't accept anything except for praise. And he's so lacking in himself that he has to project 10 times more. Okay? Like his teacher said, one of his teachers, the stupidest guy I've ever had in class. And he's got to say he's the most brilliant guy. He knows more than anyone. So it's, you know, it's always with him about projection. He's a failure. Okay, he's a failure as a businessman. You know, what can you say? He's had to file bankruptcy how many times? He's a failure. Okay, but his the thing he's learned from Cohen is you never admit defeat. You never, you know, you never admit any of these things. You just go forward and be willing to do whatever it takes, okay? So he's got no kind of empathy, no kind of compassion anywhere. His whole sole focus is about protecting himself because he is so failed, he's going to make everybody else pay, okay? Women are feeling exhausted. We need to go forward in the totality and rebel against his dark agenda. Okay, the exhaustion. Women, people are feeling exhausted by his nonsense. But we need to continue to focus in our totality going forward and our rebelling against his dark mindset. Again, the way we rebel against his dark mindset is we don't allow him to pull us into fear, into drama. We need to continue to stay balanced and ride the wave and know that in the end we will have victory. The darkness cannot win against the light in the end. It may win some few skirmishes in the beginning, okay? But it's not going to win the war. Okay, let's put it that way. So on that note, I'll leave that here. And don't forget, the overview is its destiny. Okay, so we've got to see that dark underbelly. You can't change something if you don't see it. Well, this is going to be put out there in spades. They're going to see this dark, egregious things. And these ones that are white supremacist haters, they're going to be outed. Yes, they feel now that they've got carte blanche to be as nasty as they want. But what's happening with these ones? I saw one yesterday, this woman on there. Oh, you're going to have to get up your butts. You're going to have to go work now, and you're losing everything. And I don't feel sorry for any of you. Well, she got fired, okay? So these ones that are out there and being so nasty, so horrid, these companies are saying, you know, we don't want you here, okay? We don't want you here. So the thing that they're trying to push on others, they are getting karma back in their face. You know, the universe is going to come slap them upside the head. And so they're going to have to learn a very hard lesson. So don't worry about retribution. Is it coming? When's it coming? When's he going to be out? When's this? Focus rather on riding the wave and staying centered and balanced going forward and doing what you can to aid others and continuing to stand in the light, because this too will pass. Okay? Give him enough rope and he's going to wind up cutting his own throat. Okay? Because I think some of the Republicans are going to find out pretty soon, if they continue to just protect this guy and put him on a pedestal, they will never get voted in again. When the midterms come, they will be as many voted out as they can vote out. By that time, by the midterms, they will see exactly what their hatred is causing and bringing, and it is going to affect them. They think it's going to affect others, it's going to affect them. And once it starts hitting them in their pocketbooks and things, then maybe some of them will start waking up. So on that note, we'll leave that here and go forward in positivity and choose joy where you can. And I'll see you online.